What is graphic design? Imagine trying to get through a day without seeing a single word or image. Unless you live in a cave in the wilderness, you encounter packaging, advertisements, websites, posters, billboards, textbooks, road signs, and logos from morning to night. You may not notice all of them, but they're there, competing for your attention, and they're all graphic designs. Graphic design is the process of organizing and composing words and images to create a message. Graphic designers are visual communicators who create these messages to inform or persuade you, to help you categorize and identify things, and to help you make choices. The term graphic design was coined in 1922, but it has been part of human communication for centuries, and it is the fastest growing of all design careers. Graphic design is everywhere, and it can be powerful. Graphic designs have influenced behavior, improved lives, even started revolutions. Knowing about graphic design can help make you a better artist, a more discriminating consumer, and a more informed observer of the world around you. In this chapter, you will learn about design in nature and in the human environment, explore a brief history of graphic design, discover the graphic design process. Design is all around you. In nature, you can see design in the patterns of animals and plants, organic and inorganic life. The design of a natural object means the way its parts are put together. Think of the symmetrical points of a snowflake, the precise square corners of an iron oxide crystal, the leaves and hairs of a Venus flytrap. They are all natural designs. Even microscopic plant and animal forms contain a design or pattern. The design of organisms helps them survive in an environment. Human-made objects also have designs. The coins in your pocket, the zipper or buttons on your clothing, and the cup you drink from have all been designed by another human being. That person, a professional designer, decided how the object's parts would look and function. Whether a design is part of nature or made by humans, it represents a kind of adaptation. Designs in nature change slowly, generally in response to threats to an organism's survival. Human designs are shaped by circumstances too, but they're also changed by a unique and powerful force, the human imagination. Although the earliest human designs were relatively simple, functional objects, clothing, tools, and utensils, people gradually imagined things that were more than merely useful. They began to alter established designs, adapting them to newly available materials and skills. Figure 1-2. Some natural forms echo human-made objects. Figure 1-3. What similarities do you see between the water droplet above and this logo? How are they different? Figure 1-4. Notice how the paper company logo on the left reflects the natural forms of an actual thistle on the right. Figure 1-5. How did the Buffalo Nickels design change between 1913 and 2005? What does a graphic designer do? You can see the work of graphic designers everywhere you look, but what do graphic designers actually do? Graphic designers use a combination of shapes and forms, words and images to communicate visually to a specific audience. Think about something that caught your eye recently, a sign, magazine ad, or billboard. What made you stop and look? The words or the image? The message? The colors or size? Whatever it was, it fulfilled the graphic designer's purpose, to communicate with you in a way that clarifies an idea, stirs your interest, or catches your eye. The graphic designer's goal is to get a message across that you will remember and act upon. All graphic design has a purpose or function. Often, its purpose is to promote a service or project. Always, its intention is to say something, inform, inspire, and influence your choices and your actions. Graphic design, like any of the design professions, is based on human needs or problems and their solutions. As a graphic designer, you might be given problems like these to solve. Design a poster advertising a play at a local theater. Develop a brochure or web page promoting a travel destination. Make a logo or sign for a new organization or business. To come up with a design solution, graphic designers define an overall theme or direction, combine various visual and verbal elements through sketching and visualization, submit ideas to a client, listen to client responses and address them, and eventually prepare a final solution for printing or broadcast. The success of any design depends on how well the designer researches, thinks about, and chooses the elements that help communicate the desired message. Figure 143, author Kevin Gata in his design studio. Figure 144. This logo, developed for the Brooklyn Children's Museum's 90th birthday, was used on many promotional items. Design in a nutshell. How are actual designs created? How does a graphic designer move from an assortment of loose ideas to a final printed product? Here's a quick rundown of the process. You'll find more detail about each of these steps in Chapter 3. 1. Identify the design challenge. Get to know the design problem by asking questions or having clients list 10 words that describe their company or need. 2. Research and plan. Develop a research plan for the project by 1. Collecting samples of competitors' materials, 2. Asking about materials and colors, format, sizes, and measurements, and 3. Determining schedule and budget. Research the topic. 3. Brainstorm, sketch, make roughs. Consider a wide array of ideas based on your research. Make small sketches of possible arrangements of images and type. Rough out design directions. 4. Present a direction. Review and edit promising ideas into more finished sketches and present them. The client reviews, makes comments, requests changes, and chooses a preferred direction. 5. Develop revised comprehensives. Incorporate the client's suggestions, develop the preferred direction into a more finished version of the design, and make final decisions on images and materials. 6. Create final files. Create the electronic files that will go to the printer, webmaster, or other vendor. Objectives. Define graphic design. Become familiar with the major areas of specialization. We don't have to go to a museum or gallery to see graphic design. It surrounds us. Everything from a website to a poster to the cover of a book is visual communication. Ideas, messages, and information conveyed through visual form aimed at a mass audience. Graphic design and advertising are both disciplines under the umbrella of visual communication and are integral parts of a contemporary, popular visual culture. Since visual communication plays a key role in the appearance of almost all print, film, and screen-based media, graphic designers and advertising art directors are the primary makers of the visual artifacts of our environment and popular culture. Imagine a world with no provocative posters or no thought-provoking CD covers. Imagine no choking poster or cities without wayfinding or signage systems. And imagine the chaos of a newspaper or website that wasn't designed by a professional graphic designer. That would be a world without graphic design. What is graphic design? Graphic design is a form of visual communication used to convey a message or information to an audience. It is a visual representation of an idea, relying on the creation, selection, and organization of visual elements. Powerful graphic design imbues a message with greater meaning. Graphic design is therefore one of the ways in which creativity takes on a visual reality, according to Professor Alan Robbins. A graphic design solution can persuade, inform, identify, motivate, enhance, organize, brand, rouse, locate, engage, and carry or convey many levels of meaning. A design solution can be so effective that it influences behavior. You may choose a particular brand because you are attracted to the design of its package, or you may donate blood after viewing a public service advertisement. The graphic design profession. Designers solve a wide range of communication problems, collaborating with a variety of clients, from a not-for-profit organization attempting to reach families in need, to a brand promoting a new product, to a corporation that wants to go green, to a revitalized city's transportation secretary who needs a wayfinding system. To best explain the goals of any visual communication, we categorize communication intention and problem solving with specific applications falling under one or more categories. Within these categories are specific applications. The following list is an attempt to be as encompassing as possible in keeping with standard thinking. However, it should be noted that some formats, including but not limited to brochures, books, posters, environments, or websites, are utilized for a variety of communication goals. For example, a poster can promote an event. It can explain how to save someone who is choking, or it can communicate the voice of dissent. In addition, some people categorize visual communication according to media. For instance, interactive design, which certainly can be utilized for a variety of goals, including promotion, information, editorial, entertainment, or presentation. If you keep communication goals in mind, it will aid your understanding of how applications are utilized. Advertising involves generating and creating specific visual and verbal messages constructed to inform, persuade, promote, provoke, or motivate people on behalf of a brand or group. More than ever, advertising is conceived and executed in the form of integrated campaigns across a variety of media. Advertising applications include print, television commercials, radio, outdoor advertising, also called out-of-home or OOH, banner ads, guerrilla unconventional formats, mobile advertising, videos, branded utilities, websites, webisodes, web commercials, web films, online episodic programming, e-marketing, direct mail, branded entertainment, ambient, and social media. Branding is a comprehensive and strategic program for a brand or group. Group refers to both commercial industries and not-for-profit organizations, and may include creating a brand name, brand identity, package design, environmental design, website and other on-screen applications, promotional design, and advertising. Some primary branding applications include brand naming, brand conception, brand strategy, brand identity, brand revitalization, see Figure 101, rebranding, brand launch, brand environments, digital branding, global branding, corporate branding, social cause branding, branding for nonprofits, and political branding. Branding and identity design are similar, but branding is a broader category. Figure 101, Taubman Branding. Carbone Smolin Agency, New York. Creative Director, Ken Carbone. Designers, Anna Kreider, Channing Robbs, Amy Wang. Project Manager, Rachel Crawford. Taubman, one of the nation's top retail mall developers with a growing international presence, looked to Carbone Smolin Agency to update its 50-year-old logo and identity. Appealing to Taubman's fashion-forward clientele, CSA's new designs include a refined logo type, fresh color palette, and bold approach to imagery. The resulting materials, from stationery to brochures to website, debuted at the International Council of Shopping Centers convention and convey Taubman's reputation for quality, productivity, and execution. Identity design, or brand identity, involves the creation of a systematic visual and verbal program intended to establish a consistent visual appearance and personality, a coordinated overarching identity for a brand or group. Identity design applications include logos, visual identity, corporate identity, and branding across media. Corporate communication design involves any visual communication applications that communicate internally with employees, create materials for a sales force or other employees, as well as applications used by a corporation or organization to communicate externally with other businesses, the public and stockholders, and customers. The emphasis is on maintaining a consistent corporate voice throughout any and all applications. Corporate communication applications include annual reports, see Figure 112, brochures, sales kits, marketing collateral, corporate publications, business-to-business applications, corporate websites and intranet, and new product offerings applications. Environmental design can be promotion, information, or identity design in constructed or natural environments, and defining and marking interior and exterior commercial, educational, cultural, residential, and natural environments. For Figure 102, an exhibition, Carbone Smolin Agency says, W.L. Gore & Associates, Inc. has the technical superiority to make ingredient products for a wide range of industries, from medical to military to leisure. To help translate the science within the products into a visible and understandable expression of the brand, Gore assembled a creative and visionary team of designers, fabricators, and architects. CSA led the design and development of Gore's new showroom to be known as the Gore Capabilities Center. The center successfully presents complex scientific information in a way that is compelling and accessible to a wide audience. Environmental design applications include branded environments, corporate headquarters, civic developments, architectural interiors, environmental graphics, exhibits, trade show, museum, and educational, among others, and environmental wayfinding, system of integrated signs. Information design is a highly specialized area of design that involves making large amounts of complex information clear and accessible to audiences of 1 to several hundred thousand. Definition by the American Institute of Graphic Arts. Whether the application is an exhibition, chart, website, pictogram, subway map, instruction booklet, or choking poster, the graphic designer's task is to clearly communicate, make information easily accessible, and clarify and enhance any type of information, from data to listings, for the user's understanding. Information design applications include charts, graphs, signs, pictograms, symbol signs, icons, websites, sign systems, and widgets. Interactive or experience design is graphic design and advertising for screen-based media, including web, mobile, widget, kiosks, digital out-of-home, CDs, or DVDs, in which the user interacts with the application. Whether for commerce, Figure 103, or a nonprofit organization, Figure 104, most have a home on the internet, making websites primary interactive experiences. At times, collaboration begins at the ground level when different firms work together to solve a visual communication problem. For example, from the start of a large project, a branding firm and an advertising agency might work together. Or a design studio might collaborate with an interactive studio. At other times, the lead design firm or agency may hire freelancers. When a design concept is selected, graphic designers and advertising art directors might select and hire illustrators and photographers. Why design matters. As designer Paula Scher wisely said, design matters. Most people know that graphic designers have commercial clients, creating solutions for brands and corporations. The visual communication profession helps to drive the economy, provide information to the public, and promote competition, which can result in the research and development of goods and services. There is another side of graphic design that is less well known and vital to society. Designers use their expertise to inform people about important social and political issues and promote good causes. For example, Brainforest created the thread that joins a community, inspired by a hallmark of Gilda's Club, the Living Quilt, Figure 112. Ethics and visual communication. Each designer is responsible for discovering ethical ways to practice. Any design problem can be solved in a great number of ways, and each solution has different economic and social benefits and consequences. Graphic designers respond to social need with projects. For example, Brainforest had a great idea, Creative Pitch, a not-for-profit program. See Figure 113. Many find funding from various sources, including the Sappy Ideas That Matter initiative. Figure 113. Creative Pitch, a Sappy Idea That Matters grant recipient. Brainforest Inc., Chicago. Designers Drew Larson, Jonathan Amen. Photography Jonathan Amen. Printing donated by Dennis Booth, Lake County Press. The objective. Brainforest had a great idea. Why not collect unused art materials from the design community and give them to art teachers and students at some of our poorest schools? Thus, Creative Pitch was born, and we needed to get the word out. The solution. Once we had the idea nailed down, Brainforest began the fun task of translating our excitement about this program to printed and electronic materials. To date, our program logo, brochure, poster, t-shirts, and website have won 8 industry design awards. Not only is this a great idea for the community, but our commitment shows in the great design work it generated. Our Sappy Ideas That Matter grant idea was to create a kit that would contain all the information needed to start a creative pitch program in other communities. Using a combination of printed and digital materials on CD, we provide everything needed to inform and implement the program. The brochures are printed on make-ready printer sheets, and the binders and boxes are fabricated from recycled post-consumer stock. Because we will be sending the kits mostly to the design and advertising communities, the visuals need to be compelling and the message engaging. If you want to ask an ad agency to hang up a poster in their space, it needs to be great. Our challenge was to create as little stuff as possible and still provide the needed materials and information.